Hi there, my name's Becky, aka thashortgirlbex. Welcome to my channel. I've been putting this off for a long time, and obviously we're still in tiers and lockdowns and whatever else is going on, and I just thought it's 2021 now, we're in a new year, happy new year. Let's actually do something that I've been wanting to do for a long time. So we're here, we're gonna vibe, we're gonna see what's going on, and hopefully we're gonna have a good time. So when I say I've been putting this off for a long time, that both means for half of my life that I've wanted to do YouTube, but also it means back in September 2019 I tweeted saying, hypothetically, sorry I'm reading off my laptop, just so that, you know, you get that whole gist of this tweet. Hypothetically, if I decided I was going to do YouTube, and if my first video was going to be like an introduction get to know, then what questions would you ask a 22-year-old girl from Kent who drinks a lot and is addicted to Twitter? Hypothetically, of course. This was on the 20th of September 2019. It is now the 3rd of January 2021. Time has passed, but some people did ask questions, so I thought, bring back the tweet, let's do it. The first question is from the ever so lovely Sarah Makeup, who said, are you going to meet up with Sarah again? And I actually did. So this tweet was in September 2019, as we've established, and that was about a month after Summer in the City, where I actually went for the first time that year. Couldn't go again last year, big cry. 2021, let's hope for some sick times at Summer in the City. But going back to Sarah's question, in February last year, before the whole world started to burn, I went to VidCon again for the first time, and it was really cool. Met Sarah again, so I actually did fulfill that question. Not that it was ever answered at the time, but I fulfilled it, and we had a really good time actually. It was really nice to see her again, and we took the funniest picture with James Marriott, because I'm 4'10", Sarah's like maybe a little bit taller, maybe the same height. We're very short, and James Marriott's like 6'5", 6'4", 6'5", something like that. And oh, this picture is just so funny. It's the two of us standing in front of him and him behind, literally looking like he wanted to be anywhere else. And it's just an iconic photo, to be honest. If I can, I'll try and slide it in here somewhere. But yes, so I did meet Sarah again. The next question was from my friend Kim, who again I met at Summer in the City the month before. We were in a group chat together, and a few of us became really good friends, and Kim is part of my internet friendship group, which is really cute. And she said, places you'd like to visit one day. So Kim lives in LA, very, very far away from Kent in England, and I'd love to visit LA one day. I think it's really cool. I love the aesthetic. I love like people going up for hikes and stuff. Not that I'm going to go hiking. Hiking is not for me. I'm not a hiker. But I like the whole idea of it. I love to see the Hollywood Walk of Fame. I love to like go towards diners and go along like Sunset Strip and Santa Monica Pier and everything like that. I think that would be really cool. So LA I'd love to visit. I'd love to visit Dublin again. I used to go all the time as a kid. Used to go like every year, and it's honestly one of my favourite places in the world, because I almost feel like I half grew up there, even though I didn't. We used to go for like 2 weeks every summer, but it was a very important place for me growing up, and I would just love to go again and just experience it more, because we did a few different touristy things like going to the Guinness factory and going shopping in Grafton Street and in the Java Centre and everything like that, but I just like to go and do more and experience more there. The next reply to the tweet is from Twitter user Elmsley Smile with a little Alex profile picture. I love Alex, one of my favourite YouTubers ever. And they asked a few questions, so I'm just going to go through those. Again, looking at the laptop, so sorry about that. But the first question is, who are your top 5 YouTubers? Alex, I'm Alex. I love that he's just come back to YouTube, but I also just think his streams and everything are great. I love watching him. His voice is like calming to me. It's very weird interaction, but like I'll just put his videos on in the background of my whole life pretty much. when I'm doing my makeup, getting ready to go on a night out, getting ready in the mornings, like literally any time of the day, I'm just like, I'll just chuck on some automatics, and I'll just let like all the videos run through, and I'll look up and I'm like, oh, I'm like 4 videos in, without even realising it. But yeah, Alex definitely. Love Bambino Becky. She is an absolute G. She's so funny, and I think it's really nice to have a prominent female on YouTube, especially in like British YouTube, because back in the day we did have people like Zoe and Louise and stuff like that, but I think it was very much a sort of beauty situation, whereas now it's just nice to be able to see a girl be a girl on YouTube and not have to conform to like, oh, here's me doing my makeup, here's me doing this, here's me doing that. Like, I know she did her makeup, but she did it with a chicken nugget, so I feel like just being able to bring some real female power really to YouTube, I think Becky's done really, really well, and I absolutely adore her for it. 3 more YouTubers. Who else do I really like? Who am I watching at the moment? At the moment I've not been watching a lot of YouTube. It's been really weird. Lockdown's happened and I've just been like, fuck it, I'm not gonna watch any YouTube ever again. I always watch the E-Boys. I love the E-Boys videos, I love the E-Boys podcast. I love the 4 of them together. I think they're a really good group of people to be together. I think they bounce off each other really well. I think they all have such a good time, and it's really nice that it's like a friendship group. Of course, I love the Sidemen. I think the Sidemen are really good. I can't say that I watch every single video that they upload, because sometimes I just don't have the time to sit and watch a 45-minute video, even though we're all just at home. I work from home, so unfortunately I still don't get the luxuries, but it is nice to still watch their videos, and a lot of the times I'll go back to their old videos, like the holidays and the road trips and stuff like that. I think they're so good, and it just makes me excited for when we can come back to having real life again. And then finally, at the moment I'm really loving Owen Powell. If you don't know Owen, get to know. He is just really like trying so hard to make good content, and I think that is so admirable. I think he's doing really well at it as well. And before Christmas there was him, Tom GW and Jared Brown released a song on Tom GW's channel. I thought it was really good. And he just did a video about like poor Santa on his video, and I honestly, like, it was so funny. I really enjoyed it. So I would say Owen Powell. I'm really loving his stuff at the moment, and he's been streaming a lot recently as well. So again, like with Alex, it's nice to see all sides of a person. The next question Elmsey Smile asked was, what is your favourite pastime? I would normally say going to the pub or clubbing, but I can't because we're not allowed to do any of that at the moment. Very sad. Recently I've been doing a lot more writing. Beforehand I was neglecting it quite a lot because I just never had the time. I was either going out or I was going to work or something like that. Whereas now I sit at home and work, so I'll find myself like grabbing a notebook off the side and just being like, quickly while no one's here. Yeah, I definitely think writing is again become a passion, and this year, as I say, it's a new year, I'm going to try and read some more, because I've been saying for months, oh, I haven't got any time to read, even though I'm just sitting at home watching Netflix, because my brain is like, you're busy. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm watching something on Netflix when I could be reading and stimulating my mind more. So I'm definitely going to do some more reading this year. I used to read all the time as a kid, so it shouldn't be hard, but I've got a lot of books to get through, so that's always fun. The next question was, do you have any secret accounts? I don't have any secret accounts because I simp on the timeline. So my Twitter is just me simping over YouTubers, or just general celebrities, or just people in my general life. I'm not one of those people, so enjoy that as you will. But I used to have an account called TomGW. It was a Tom GW Stan account, because someone else made one for someone, and he was like, where's my account? So I made one, and then I got a new phone, so I lost all the login details, so RIP TomGW. The next question that they asked was, do you like where you live? I have literally just in the last month moved house. So my old place that I lived in, I would have said yes but no, because it was close to town, but there was always fights and something going on outside. Here it's a lot more quiet, and it's a bit further away from the general area I like to be in, because I like to be in the midst of everything. But it's nice to be out in the sticks. I mean, it's not really the sticks, like there's a main road literally outside my window, but it's nicer that we're in a house rather than a flat, and we've got a garden, so when it comes to summer we're going to actually be able to do stuff. I'm very excited about that. Last lockdown I was stuck in a top floor flat for like 3 months straight, whereas in the worst ever case scenario, Rona continues to ruin my life for the next year. At least during the summer I have a garden to go and sit in and clearly not get a tan, because pale bitches. The last question that they asked was, if you were to compare yourself to any YouTubers, who would it be? I would have to say that I don't really have an answer for this, because I think the beauty of YouTube is that everyone is different. Even if you make the same kind of content, everyone is completely different to everyone else. Do you know what I mean? Because it's all about personalities, and I think people who are able to portray their own personality on YouTube automatically win in my books, because I love seeing people for who they are. I think that's why I enjoy like Becky's content so much, because she's just undeniably her, and I've met her a few times, so I know that that's undeniably her, and I just think she is so great to be able to do that. And I guess that's why I wouldn't compare myself to anyone, because you guys don't really know me. This is the first video, how could you, unless you know me IRL, in which case, hey. But I definitely think it's an interesting situation to be in on YouTube, because there are so many people. So I think being compared to someone, there's lots of bits of my personality that I think are similar to other people's, but then I don't know them personally, so how could I be sure? I think that's a nice thing about YouTube. Everyone is different, and everyone has the chance to just be themselves. The last question is from Nicholas McCluskey, who again, I met at Summer in the City that year. Honestly, Summer in the City that year was so good. I might make a video on it, even though it was like 2 years ago. It was just so fun. But he asked, what's your favourite cocktail? If you don't like cocktails, what's your favourite drink? And my friend Kim from earlier replied to that saying, this is such a perfect question for Bex. So she's not wrong. I do enjoy a beverage. I enjoy many beverage. I would say my favourite cocktails are probably either a tequila sunrise or a sex on the beach. I like fruity cocktails, I like sweet cocktails, and I just like anything that's gonna like get me pissed while tasting nice. Like I'll do a tequila shot, I just don't enjoy it. But I guess more than anything, like cocktails are so much like people. Like every single one is different. One person won't make sex on the beach the same as another, so you're always going to get a different experience. And like if a mojito is made well, then a mojito is really delicious. It's really fresh, it's really nice. But some people just put too much like shit in it. I don't know where I'm going with this analogy. I don't think there was an analogy. I think I'm just talking about cocktails. But yeah, sex on the beach I like. And the ultraviolet one from Spoons, because I like Monster, because I'm one of those basic bitches. Just to, you know, just in case anyone wanted a hot tip, Monster Ultra and vanilla vodka is one of the sweetest, most delicious things you'll ever have. And at 9 o'clock in the morning on my sister's wedding day, I made everyone some. So if you ever need to get your day going, I'd recommend, as long as you're over 18 or, you know, allowed to drink alcohol. Anyways, I think that's enough waffling on from me. I don't know how long this video is going to be. I'm regretting it already. No, I'm excited to be here. If you are also here with me, thank you for coming along. All my social medias will be linked somewhere. Please be my friend. And have a lovely day, and I'll see you all very soon, we hope. Unless I completely give up, and that wouldn't be good. We're not doing that. 2021, the year for doing. See you soon. Bye.